New build ship news, we've got it for you on the show today as we share several updates regarding new cruise ships that are being built by multiple cruise lines. There's a big burning question right now across the industry, that is the Icon of the Seas. She has completed her second round of sea trials. They were successful, and the big question is, what is she going to do next? She has 80 days until her inaugural voyage. We will discuss that on the show today. We're also catching up on ship crime news, as we will share two crimes that took place recently on board cruise ships and how we can all protect ourselves. We will wrap up the show talking about Celebrity Cruise Line, that is, their new ship and their announcement of their next new build ship. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Wednesday to all you Islanders. We hope that you're having a great day. We are halfway through the week and we are on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together as we talk about the latest in the cruise news world. All of us love new cruise ships. We have a lot of news across multiple cruise lines today. It doesn't matter which cruise line you prefer to cruise. We probably have news for you. If you like to stay up to date with the latest in cruise news, be sure you're part of this community. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to receive updates and notifications when we post our shows. Let's get right into it. Talking about new cruise ships, the Icon of the Seas successfully completed her second round of sea trials just a couple of days ago. Royal Caribbean is bragging on the new Icon of the Seas. They shared via social media that she, quote, aced every test, end quote. That's about the highest compliment that the cruise line can give a cruise ship. They could have said, hey, it went successful. It was successful. Or we tested several things and almost received perfect results. But no, Royal Caribbean shares she aced every test. This is 80 days ahead of her inaugural cruise from Miami, Florida. And the big question that people are asking is, what's next for her? Is Royal Caribbean just going to allow her to sit at the shipyard to just wait 80 days until she can carry paying passengers to cruise? That answer is no. We have all seen, if you watch content on YouTube, on TV, you have seen Royal Caribbean amp up the ads. This always happens with new cruise ship builds. It can't be just me. We talked about this on our live show Monday night. It can't be just me seeing the commercials for the Icon of the Seas. Almost every single commercial break, I'm seeing commercials. Are you? Are you seeing the same commercials almost every single commercial break? Royal Caribbean is in their marketing blitz, and they are going to use the newest, biggest cruise ship in the world to sell herself. We reported months ago, last May, that Michael Bailey, while he was in Galveston, mentioned that the Icon of the Seas would make its way to Galveston this year. And Royal Caribbean is on track to do that. We don't know exactly what the plans are for the Icon of the Seas, the particular dates and where she's going to stop. But I promise you, if the ship is ready to go, if she has aced every test, she's about to start this tour across some places where you and I might get to see her. Let me take you back to May, when Michael Bailey was in Galveston and he shared that the Icon of the Seas could make its way. He said this: with the opening of this terminal, talking about Royal Caribbean's new terminal, we'll be allowed to bring our finest ships to dock in Texas. Future plans for the terminal include the docking of one of the newest classes of Royal Caribbean ships, the Icon of the Seas, in Galveston in 2023. That's what Michael Bailey said. They're on track. The ship is complete. She's aced her test. Do not be surprised if Michael Bailey's words hold true and the Icon of the Seas makes her way to dock. He said she would dock, not cruise from. She's cruising from Miami in January, but she would dock in Miami in December of 2023. If so, who is making the trek to Galveston, Texas to see her? Because it's very likely that the Icon of the Seas could be there at the same time as Carnival's new Carnival Jubilee, sailing December 23rd, at the same time as the Norwegian Prima, at the same time as the Disney Magic, the Royal Caribbean Voyager of the Seas, Carnival's Breeze and Dream, the Regal Princess. We could have a collection of cruise ships in Galveston there in December. Let us know if you would make that way to see the Icon of the Seas and other ships there in Galveston in the comment section below. For you Carnival Jubilee fans, I'm not forgetting about you. The Carnival Jubilee right now is in open water. Very little is known right now about these sea trials, how long they're going to last. Is this a short test, a day or two testing some systems, or is this a comprehensive test? But we know the Carnival Jubilee is on the move right now. We will keep you updated with what we find out. We don't know how long this schedule is. And we're also sharing news today from Carnival Cruise Line, the Carnival Firenze, who is coming over from the Costa brand, much like the Venezia did when Amanda and I and our boys sailed on her from Barcelona to New York City. The Firenze is making the same move, but she's causing a little bit of some choppy waves today. All of us like to be first. We enjoy being first. We enjoy experiencing things for the first time. We enjoy booking inaugural cruises, even though sometimes there are hiccups on those cruises. Carnival announcing that the Firenze is going to move up and advance her debut date. So some people who are booked on what they thought was going to be the debut or the inaugural sailing of the Carnival Firenze, news today, there's going to be sailings ahead of you. Some people are actually upset about this. We've heard from some of our clients today. We're doing everything we can to change them to this new date without paying any fees. We fight for that. Carnival announcing 6 new cruises to Hawaii from Long Beach on the Carnival Radiance. These sailings will be 2 weeks in length, October the 18th and November the 29th of 2025, January 10th, February 7th, March 7th, and April 2nd of 2026. Those of you who are looking for Hawaii sailings out of Long Beach, look at the Radiance. And they also announced about the Firenze, moving up that date. The new date will now be April 25th, 2024. That will be here before you know it. Just around, of course, the new year. The new Firenze will be debuting a little bit earlier than what we had thought. If you had booked what you thought was that inaugural, the debut sailing, and then Carnival or your cruise line had come up and moved that date up, would you be upset? Would you change if your schedule allowed? Would you change to be that first date so you can see those welcome ceremonies? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. As we head to this section, Amanda loves true crime. A lot of people, it seems like, watch these true crime shows that are on TV. Seems like when you look at what's on at night, it's NCIS this and FBI this, and people like these true crime. Well, this doesn't get any more true than this right here. We're going to share 2 stories that are in the cruise news rotation that deal with crimes on board. Of course, we do this with sensitivity, both with those who are alleged of completing and executing these crimes and those who had crimes committed against them. We're going to start with this, a bizarre story. The first incident took place on board Margaritaville at sea. Listen to this story. A bartender who served these women several drinks thought it was okay to keep their room key and to enter their room at 2 a.m. Listen to this story here. 2 women, they are friends. They're enjoying time at the bar together. They give their key to the bartender because on many cruise lines, that is how you purchase a drink. You give your cabin key, your room key, to purchase a drink. That's what takes place on Margaritaville at Sea and many other cruise lines. The woman admitted she had several drinks while she was there. She tells the FBI that she was pretty intoxicated at this time. She has several drinks. She leaves the bar, but the crew member, the bartender, keeps the key, and at 2 a.m., the crew member thinks it's okay to enter into the cabin where these 2 ladies are. The woman wakes up. She finds that the crew member is there. He's on top of her. She says, "Hey, what's going on? What are you doing here?" He stops. He actually goes to the other friend at this time because she had stopped the advance. He goes to the other friend. Key card records show that he was in their cabin about 9 minutes, and this crew member actually admitted to FBI investigators that he was also drinking at some point during the day, and he's, of course, blaming his actions on him drinking during the day. He says that the room key was left with him with the intention, the invitation of him coming on board there and into the ladies' rooms, but that may not be the case. The crew member has agreed to a plea deal. It seems like what he could be charged with is not going to be as much as what he's actually going to be charged with. The lesson in this all is to be careful and know your surroundings. This is very rare that a crew member takes these steps and enters into passengers' cabins. I don't care if they're invited or not, but be careful of your surroundings. Know where your room key is for financial reasons and safety reasons at all times. The second true crime story that we're sharing with you today involves 4 passengers who sailed on board the Carnival Celebration last week and who used fake credit cards or stolen fraudulent credit cards to make charges on board to enjoy their cruise, to go out and about and spend all types of money. These 4 people spent a range or charged a range of $2,700 up to $20,000. It wasn't until the cards were eventually declined, the maxes were reached, that Carnival said, hey, this is a red flag here. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection started an investigation, and these 4 passengers were arrested after using credit cards to purchase things that were not theirs. Again, a lesson to us all: be careful of your surroundings. Know where your possessions, your prized possessions, your financial possessions are at all time. It is not known if the credit cards are of people who were on the ship. It is thought that they used other credit cards, as the credit card that was used to even book the trip was a fake credit card or a fraudulent credit card as well. One even cashed out, loaded money on a slot machine, cashed out money from that card. U.S. Customs or Border Patrol actually found $11,000 in this person's cabin. You never know what takes place on board. While most of us are there to enjoy the vacation and the free flow and the ease that life is while we're on board, not all people are there to do that. Let's close the show today with more new ship news from Celebrity Cruises as they announce that the Ascent is officially in their possession. She is the 4th Edge class ship. She's going to debut and welcome paying passengers on board in December. The 3rd from Fort Lauderdale. Celebrity Cruises is excited about this new cruise ship, but they're excited in the fact that this ship is delivered, and they're looking on already as they also announce news that the 5th Edge class ship, the XCEL, XCEL, is now being built. She will be ready in 2025. She will set sail from Fort Lauderdale in November of 2025. She will be the 5th Edge class ship, a very popular class Celebrity, a growing cruise brand. More people are trying cruise lines like Celebrity and Princess that have cruised on Carnival Cruise Line and Royal Caribbean International for years and years. Congratulations to Celebrity for delivering yet another great ship and starting the build on yet another. What cruise ship are you excited about selling that we mentioned on the show today? We have mentioned several from many cruise brands. Let us know what you're excited about. We can't wait to see your comments and thoughts on the show today in the comments section below. We invite you to join our Facebook page, and we will see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.